Okay, is that not capturing correctly? Of course it's not. Road. Boom. Okay, cool. Oh. Alright, I might have to do that because that might actually help with reach. I might need to. I'll look into that later. I'll look into setting up vertical for Twitch. I didn't realize that I was gonna have it. I figured they were still like rolling it out for people. So maybe I just got lucky. Who knows? All right, let me get vertical going for YouTube. Then I need to figure out how to set up polls for YouTube because I've never actually done that. And then from there, I think we should be good to go. Okay, that went live. Alright, first things first, because I know I can easily do a poll. Alright, create a poll. Alright, question. Team. Abra. Dark. Type. Dratini. Very. Type. No additional votes. Ooh, I can only go 10 minutes. I mean, that's fine. At worst, I can rerun the poll if nobody gets around to voting. Alright. But we'll start that poll. Alright, and then from here... Train under Prime. Ooh, train under Prime. Alright, okay, how does one do a poll? Start a poll. Okay, answer question. Who to add to the Abra T. I was like, what am I missing? Very tight. Start poll. Alright. Polls are up. I don't think there's a time limit on YouTube, but I'll, double check it in like 10 minutes or so because that's what I got set up over on Twitch. If you mean earlier today, no, I did not see today. If you mean yesterday, yes, I saw that. Not yesterday. Yeah, I saw bits and pieces. You lost your Azumarill to a Thunder Punch because you forgot a berry. I saw, like, you have a Perugly on your team. I think the last handful of things I saw was you making it through. You're 5 over for the Erica fight, so 35 should be about right for Koga, give or take. Either way, we'll play it by ear.
Who wants some noodles?
Yeah. Surprise. Well, not really surprise. I had to move my Wednesday stream to Saturday. Oh, that's what Porygon looks like? Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, Pharmagon? Oh my god, it's a pill. It's a little pill. At first I was like, it's a cool little cannon. Nope, it's drugs. It's drugs. Have you taken your Pharmagon today? Alright, that being said, you come out, because I'm not about to let you die. Actually, Shimmick's gonna be really good for that, and then remember where all the hidden items are based off of me playing Roguemon slash Kaizo Ironmon for a ton. Need to play that game still? Yeah, for sure. Like Mekins? Oh, it's such a simple name, but it's so good. I love it. 10 out of 10. Give me more Mekins. That being said, let's go Pugmug. Got a video popped up on my Being Millennia's the best from soft boss of all time. It's like hard to disagree, but I guess it really all depends on what people mean by best. Because a lot of people, like, a lot of the time when it comes to things like that, what people consider the best is like a weird sliding scale. Like, some people really like Souls games. They will easily be like, okay, this is just a move that you have to just like avoid as much as possible, whether it's create Cannon Bell? I think we've seen Cannon Bell before, right? The little cannon Bell Sprout? Or would this be Victory Bell because it ends in Bell? No, Weeping Bell. Ooh, I don't think we've seen this before. I like it. But wait, have we seen this before? Or am I thinking of Fool's Gold? Did Fool's Gold have a canon version of the Bellsprout line? Maybe. Either way, I like it. It screams canon. We'll go Mermaid Vein this time. Alright, so between all the polls currently, I think we have one for Abra, one for Dratini. Again, beating phase 1 hitless, I know how to dodge waterfall. Yeah, no, I was like, I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying once you know how to dodge it and, you know, handle it, it becomes a reasonable move. Yeah, you have to learn it, you have to work with it, but still, it's there. It's not a move that's inconsistent. It's not a move that it's like the timing is so tight that you can't, it's like if you do what you're supposed to do, it sometimes doesn't work. It's a lot to deal with, for sure, but Waterfall does not make Melania a bad fight. Oh yeah, I was like, Rattata? I was like, have we ever seen a Rattata before? Yeah, it's like literally one of the first things that we've ever seen. I think you're a ghost type? I might be wrong. Okay, yeah. Problem is that sometimes she can just not use it when she gets around. Yeah, I mean, sometimes she won't use it. Ooh, learning Psychic now? Hell yeah. Do we finally get rid of Cutie Cry? Air Cutter has been nice. It's not like I need Psybeam. And I don't want to get rid of Calm Mind. Yeah, we'll get rid of Psybeam. But once again, it's one of those things, like, once you know what to look for, you kind of, like, can get the feel of things. Venus? Oh, right, the Mawile Venus Flytrap. Also, I did not switch. Oopsies. But that makes the entire fight a waiting game until she uses it, because if you're right under her when she uses it, it's like, dodging isn't perfect. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Have we seen Eradicate before? But once again, it's like, you know it's there. You know what to look for. You know what you can generally do to bait it out. Like, I'm not even saying that it's like a perfect fight. I'm not even saying it's a good fight. But to call it a bad fight, I would say is incredibly biased with how frustrating that fight can be. I'm also even more harsh on it because it's a huge blemish on an otherwise amazing fight. Again, I wouldn't even call it a huge blemish. Ooh, have we ever seen a shocking before? I don't think we have. What is a shock king? Is it the king of shock? Are we going to be shocked by what this looks like? No, we have seen this before. Never mind. I lied. Oh, not trying to run. And there's runs where she just doesn't use in phase 2. Yeah, I mean, I feel like no matter what fight you get into, you'll... I'm assuming you have rotate. But no matter what fight you get into from any Soulsborne game, there's always that chance. Like, there's been plenty of times when I did the orphan fight where it's like there were moves that I was generally expecting and he just never did it, and that was like some of my best runs against him. Like, sometimes the boss just doesn't do the move that it has in its repertoire. That's not an exclusive Melania thing. Again, we've seen medical before too, because it is cool. Dr. Man. Okay, we know it has levitate, so we'll go Shimmick. Yeah, but my winning run on Melania, I didn't feel like I had mastered her, but I felt like I got lucky. Yeah, and that's how some fights go. Sometimes luck is just on your side. It's like you being upset that you don't feel like you mastered it because of that does not take away from the fight itself. That's more of a you issue, if anything. That's not something to put against a boss fight. Like, she used her flower move 3 times. Yeah, and sometimes just RNG just happens like that. I think it'd be more person about waterfowl because she can combo into it from almost. That's a general issue with Elden Ring in general. There's so many, like, each boss has like so many different moves where it can just like instant combo into other moves, and it's not a, oh hey, take the time, pay attention to the flow of the battle, like, okay, it does this move, and then it does that move, and then it's like you can generally expect it to come into this move, and this, it's like, this is where you can find a opening to get some poke damage pretty reliably. No, it's a lot of, ooh, Dazzling Gleam, you say? That's actually kind of a huge pickup. But yeah, like, the fact that so many moves can literally just combo into other moves, it makes it less of a knowing what to look for, seeing the patterns as they're happening. It becomes a lot more of like pure reactionary, which never feels good in my opinion. Yeah, you still need decent reaction time, but if like you know what you're looking for, it's like, and you like can see the flow of the battle, then it's like, okay, a little bit more understandable. And some of those moves spell instant death, like her thrust attack. Yeah, it's like her thrust attack can be real nasty. You ain't wrong about that. Yeah, we'll shift in Chili. I think Spear Ult is still part flying, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's good. That's what I assumed. Ooh, Droma? A Yanma, but a drone? I like that. That's pretty cool. Definitely very different. I'm going to assume that you're going to be weak to that. Of course, the drone has detect. No, I mean, like, she combos into waterfowl from her thrust. Yeah, again, like, even her thrust in and of itself, if that catches you, that's just a crap ton of damage. It can easily spell death. Ooh, body slam? I really don't care about the flinches, to be honest. Plus, even stronger and chance to paralyze? Yeah, we're gonna go body slam. Do like the fact that waterfowl has a counterplay other than dodging it, but if the only consistent way to dodge your moves without being a god at the game are cheese or running away, that's a horrible move. Again, you calling it cheese is just genuinely incorrect. It's not cheese. It's literally built into the game. It's how it's generally supposed to work. If it wasn't meant to be there or work that way, they would have patched it out. That's not cheese. That's playing the game how it's set up. It's like telling people that they didn't actually beat Elden Ring if they used summons. It's in the game. I consider it cheese. Again, that becomes a you problem. Just to call it a bad move because you consider something cheese when it is in fact not cheese. Like it don't work that way. Oh yeah, we don't have an electric type anymore. Gee. Honestly, I know one solution to fixing waterfall without nerfing it. And that would be sharing back out. Alright, I will say we will not be doing any touch training against Giovanni. Actually, wait, do you have a poison move? No, you do not have a poison move anymore. Pokebug, you go then. Phase 1 had the 1.0 version. Phase 2 had the current version. I don't know what that means. I don't think I've ever seen the 1.0 version, and I don't know how different that is. Fuse Ray. DMD very. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll look at. Ooh, yeah, better than Taunt or. Okay. Same move. He just emits a powerful flash to hit all of them. I'm gonna get rid of Taunt. Yeah, that seems a lot slower, though I will say that, like, the tell for it is not nearly as prominent. I definitely think the idea of it being a bit slower in her first phase would probably much more reasonable to dodge. I mean, I would say arguably, like it seems like the best solution is still intact. You just like back away from it. It's like, could you take the time to possibly try and dodge through it? Yeah, probably. It's like it'd probably be a little less annoying. You and your smog. Genuinely a little surprised that the Casinda did not get nuked there. I think I can probably afford to hit this bottom section here without having to worry. Many times waterfall's only legitimate. Clato? Gotta be Ditto, right? It kind of works out. It's supposed to be like a mold of clay type of deal. Pokemon. Yeah, we'll send out Mermaid Man. Why not? I'm not gonna lie, I figured that would have done more. Alright, well, joke's on them. I'll try hitting Blizzard, why not? Ooh, instantly frozen too. Okay, why in the world did that do so much damage to me? I'm gonna hit liquidation. I'm gonna swap just in case. Last thing I need is some BS. Appreciate so much aura. Her visual design is excellent. Her base kit feels amazing to dodge. Music fantastic. Yeah. Again, good fight. And also, I'm going to say with that, I'm going to Spark Strike. Steel move? I feel like Smart Strike's a steel move. Alright, real quick, I'm going to check that. I just want to double check to make sure that... Okay, nothing weird's going on with the YouTube chat. Just wanted to make sure that, like, for whatever reason, having a pull up isn't, like, pushing chats down and I'm missing anything. I sure hope I never get 1,000 subs, so I'll have to do it. Yeah, and as like, unless, I'm gonna say unless some crazy person with too much money that happens to watch that likes to watch people suffer through Souls games decides to see your whole thing about doing that for 1,000 subs, it's like I think you'll probably be fine. because I don't want to fight Melania 7 more times. I feel like it's one of those things, especially with like a lot of bosses. Usually once you get down once, every time after that usually becomes a bit easier and you don't have to worry nearly as much. Like, you've got Melania down once, you have an idea of what you're generally looking for. Yeah, is it probably going to be a little bit tougher to do, but the fact that you already have the idea behind what you need to do already down, probably not that bad. Probably still gonna spend an hour on her second time, still way faster. Oh yeah, no, like odds are you're gonna get through her fairly, like, significantly quicker, like, each time in comparison to your first time. But I don't think the odds of you ever going in there and one-shotting it, probably slim. Alright, general reminder for everybody over on YouTube, if you haven't voted already, it's like, I got both a Abra and a Dratini from the Game Corner off stream, so that way y'all didn't have to watch me gamble at like 400% speed. And it's up to y'all on which one we add to the team. There's a poll in chat, and in this game, Abra is a dark type, Dratini is a fairy type. Dratini being a fairy type doesn't necessarily help us out one way or the other, mostly because fairy's not going to be super effective against pretty much anything we're going to really run into until we hit the Elite Four for Lance, because he's still going to have dragon types. Other than that, Abra obviously going to be helpful against Sabrina, which is going to be coming up rather soon. Also, Hazard Duck? This is what happens when you don't recycle people. When you get the little 6 packs of soda, you chop up the little plastic rings, you make sure you use paper straws, it's like, or at least reusable straws. Like, this is what happens. Do you want this to happen to your Hazard Duck? I certainly don't. Recycle your shit. Blindfolded and hitless. So impossible. Got it. Because there's certainly zero chance anybody could do that. You want to say using a different kind of controller? Sure. But blindfolded? No, that's where it becomes impossible. I'm sure it's... Nah, there's no way. There's no way. With the way that fight is set up and with how much jank there is to it, where even if you have the timings generally down, it can just generally not work because of just the way the terrain is set up. Yeah, no, that's an impossible thing. Like, don't get me wrong, audio cues clearly help out, but there's no way, yeah, you can do that entire fight just on audio cues alone. Free Thunder Punch. Like on Final Fantasy 14, I've done some fights so many times I know exactly when certain mechanics are coming out because where the music or when burst windows are. Like that there, I feel like that would be a much easier thing to do when it comes to trying to do it blindfolded. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, good. Hug Mug, absolute unit. Got it. Because arguably, at least with that, that's probably something where you could literally leave the camera set up like in the same spot at all times, never touching the camera, and then you can be like, then you can generally figure out, okay, I need to click over this far. I need to, it's like walk to the side for this many seconds, and this is where, you know, this is gonna land at this time.
Who wants some noodles?
Oh no, he dropped the lift key, chat. That guy's gonna be fired. No, I want it. Wrong way. Alright, so now we come through here. It's Tomb Battles and then Giovanni, which should be rather interesting because it's going to be the first time we see Giovanni and we get to find out what his team's going to be like. Calcium, you say? Well, if you ask me, let's put some calcium on Shimmick. Because more special attack that little bugger has, plus Calm Mind, gonna be helpful. Like, honestly, my general plan is to send out Shimmick turn 1 for Koga, hit Calm Mind once, and so long as they don't got like a dark or a bug attack set up for their lead Pokemon. I was like, maybe hit it multiple times and then, you know, kind of go from there. Oh, don't will-o-wisp me. That's not cool, bro. Alright, let's see what I can do with Body Slam real quick. I'll take a crit. Gotta say, I was shocked how easily I mopped the floor with the Rocket Guardians. Giovanni won with Record Red, considering how long I was away from the game. Katabra. Oh yeah, everyone will finally get to see what the Abra we picked up was. Oh, well, that's what it's going to turn into. Look at him. He got a knife. Look at him. He's like, I traded in my spoon for a knife. I got tired of eating soup. Now I got to stab people. Got to show them who's boss. As much as I'd love to use Pugmug to get some more XP on him, we'll send Chili out. I think if we need more proof I'm way too good for the mainland games, those 2 double battles proved it. I mean, not to take away from your experience. 1, you've done those fights multiple times. 2, you have what they're going to bring out set up. 3, you take the time to calc everything out. So long as everything essentially goes as you generally plan and they don't throw a random ass switch up that you wouldn't expect. It's arguably pretty close to scripted. Ooh, Volbat? That looks like a friggin' demon. Little volcano bat? I wonder what the Crobat looks like. That's insane. Like, how do you, like, are you gonna call it, like, Sunbat or something? Because, like, what comes after volcano? True, but I also don't know enough about the AI to know exactly what they're sending out next. I can guess, but, you know. Oh, yeah, no, like, 9 times out of 10 you can kind of figure out, but there's always a chance it'll do something that you wouldn't expect. Because clearly there is like a big logic to what the AI is set up to do, which is one of the reasons I was able to manipulate the RNG when it came to making it through both Lance and the rival fight on my playthrough. I'm never going to get used to Uzi. Uzi is just gross to look at. Oh, I can't switch because of the shit. Duh. Alright, confuse ray. Okay, we're faster. Good. Like my Giovanni 1 fight, I expected him to send out Infirmate against Torterra. Nope, he sent out Yeah, no, that... Ooh. Okay, well, that's not good for us. So, special defense down. It already did that frickin' much. Ooh. Yeah, that's a dead Vulpix. There's literally nothing we can do about that. We just have to hope it stays confused. Come on, hit yourself. Hit yourself. Nope. Alright. GG, Sharon. That is unfortunate. Freaking spell tag. That's why you grind? The point was to grind during this. Oh, Nami? Well, let's start getting some training. Houndoom, but it's a tsunami. You know what? I like it. Also, is that supposed to be drool coming from its mouth? Because if so, gross. Neat design? Yeah, very cool. I also like the little like fish bone on its collar instead of like just the regular like skull or whatever it would normally have. Not very effective. I mean, clearly it's a water type, so what else does it have that would resist? Oh, is it also psychic? I guess that would make sense with the fact that it has like the little purple gem. Sickler. Oh, right, I should have said that real. Also, to the calc thing, finding a reliable lines takes arguably more skill than not. I mean, you're not wrong. It takes, like, the time to, like, go through and know, like, okay, this is the team, like, and I can, you know, do X, Y, Z to make it kind of follow this line that I would think it would then go through. And It's like, it's definitely a big thing of trial and error, to say the least. Alright, attack and speed. I can get rid of fire spin, run dragon dance. Only thing is, it's like it's attack and speed, so it would literally only help Crunch and Savings Clan, which isn't bad. Plus, it's not like I need fire spin. Yeah, we'll give her fire spin. It gets, oh yeah, 100%. Gets way more complicated in double battles. Trying to figure out the thought process when it comes to a double battle is a whole different game. Okay, before we even go face off against Giovanni, let's get Sharon out, and then take and give. Anyone's gonna have some cool sunglasses. Oh, I got multiple sunglasses? You know, let's actually wait, no, we got another pair of sunglasses. If I add in whatchamacallit, Abra, that'll be very solid. Also, part of why the Volt Switch, U-turn, flip turn are such great moves. Yeah, the addition of those was such a great idea. Okay, we know the Zinkenth is steel, Carboink is fighting, right? And then we'll send out Mermaid Man. And then we will Fire Fang you. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever nicknamed... Did I? I don't think I nicknamed Riolu. I might have to do that. Even if they were 20B. It's like... liquidation. Yeah, we'll hit liquidation. We'll keep Fire Fanging you. It's like butt over 50 and switch that. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, I definitely think 20 would generally be too low for being realistic. But yeah, like with where they're at power-wise, it's solid. That's basically strictly. Oh yeah, no, it's 100%. Like if you're planning on switching, anyways, you might as well get some damage in there. Like, arguably, if you ever get a chance and you're playing a Pokemon game and you get the choice between any of those moves, if you don't essentially put them on your Mon, you're probably doing yourself a general disservice. Alright, let's see how bad Giovanni is. Sticks, you're out. But yeah, Stabra, very cool. Pixini, also pretty cool. But as of right now, for what I'm thinking, I feel like I want to go Stabra. Like, honestly, Dratini probably very cool, but at the very least, I can confidently say there's a good chance that we can find this in the Safari Zone. Abra, on the other hand, maybe not. So I'm gonna say Abra wins, which, okay. Heyo, Enrique, how's it going? How was ya Sunday? Which I'm glad I just looked over. Okay, at the bare minimum, there's at least 2 votes for Abra anyways. So Abra wins the poll. With that being said, where is Abra? You hold on to that. buddy. Sunday's good? Nice. Getting up to anything fun? Having any good meals? Partner awake? No, probably not. They're probably laying down for their usual late night nap and all that. But I already told them hi for you. They said hi back. Okay, we're not doing anything crazy with that. All right, we're throwing out Shimmick first. Ooh, Taco Bell, nice. Taco Bell is my favorite fast food. Taco Bell, good shit. So there's no word. Well, that's gonna be a problem for you. Obviously, the trust on switch mode is like, but to be fair, switch mode is a completely different game. Oh yeah, no, switch mode versus set mode, very different. Though I wouldn't even say they're trash. They're still technically better than just straight switching. But on set, yeah, their value increases exponentially. Really? Lapras is Water Dragon? That's kind of insane. But honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like it being Water Ice is more accurate to what it actually is. Feels weird to give it Dragon. You deleted your toilet. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. Alright, we hit Calm Mind. Water Dragon. Oh, yeah, no. For a long time, Water Dragon was like the typing. Until, what, Gen 3? When Dark Ghost happened, and that was pretty, like, hardcore until... What, Gen 5 is? Wait, no, yeah, Gen 6 was when, whatchamacallit? When Fairy got introduced, so it actually had a weakness. A critical hit, that's not very nice. Also, I don't know why I clicked, Air Cutter. Water Dragon's still better. The mon that had Water Dragon was far better than the mons that had Dark Ghost. I don't know. I would argue that Exca Viper? Okay, is it gonna be like a snake Excadrill, or is it gonna be a... No, wait, that's the digging Seviper. Never mind. I think we'll be fine. Intimidate, whatever. We have +2 to special attack, +2 to special defense. Ooh, wow. Holding on with 1. Kind of insane. I'll probably swap here for safety. Yeah, Mermaid Man. Can't wait till I can get to the point on Radical Red I can just fucking Buggy Ball random rocket fight. I have a sneaking suspicion that that probably won't happen. Drildrio? Giovanni want... Oh yeah, no. With the mons he has, overall, yeah, you need to plan and calc out Geo 1. Have we seen Drildrio? I don't think we have. I think we've had a couple of things come up where I thought about it, but I genuinely like Drildrio. This is a solid design right here. I also like its little propeller on its butt. Oh, don't dig. Okay, do I got a way out of this? What's your defense? 65 defense? Switch it up! And probably 2 and definitely 3. Oh! Yeah, I feel like Giovanni is literally one of those, God, I don't remember what typing you are. Let's go Bison. Okay, we got you paralyzed. That's huge. I thought that's where I had fire thing. Oops. Fair enough. Yeah, you healing off the paralyzed is why you're going first. That's fine. Okay, Giovanni down. Oh wait, no, we got one more. I thought that was the last one. My bad. Oh my god, a Mulga form? That is just genuinely terrifying. Cast form got such an upgrade. My god. Let's see what all kind of Pokemon we can identify in this monstrosity. You have Blastoise head, you have Doduo head, I see Tyranitar chest. I can't... Is that supposed to be like an Arbok tail coming out of Blastoise's mouth with Kabutop's scythe? Like, my god, what? Who came up with this monstrosity? Alright, that being said, I'm going to send out Chili. What mod is that? That is a Mulga form. I did. I was gonna say, I know you're a masochist, but my god, dude. Luckily, it's gone. But my word, that thing was just, ugh. What in the sleep paralysis? Yeah, no, that's exactly what that was, good dog. It was 100% a sleep paralysis demon. I would say I hope to never see it again, but we have to fight Giovanni at least 2 more times. So, definitely going to see that again, because that was clearly one of those mons that is not going to leave his team, because that thing, my god. Alright, so before we go check out the Pokemon Tower, we have 2 places to check out on the way back. Also, I'm fairly certain I got the tea, so I guess we can make sure that we hand out the tea before we get too far. But how's it going, good doc? How was your Sunday? Did you create any more Grim Dawn characters? Wouldn't blame you if you did. Alright, so now we can go through there and we can technically go to Saffron. Alright, before we go north. Alright, I was gonna say I don't know where this is actually gonna pop us out of. Alright. I'm going to assume most things that we run into here shouldn't be too crazy. So let's go with that. Okay, nothing hiding there. Okay, so we have a random ladder. And nothing hiding on any of these rocks. Right, and that just takes us down to where the one area we were already seeing. So we can go ahead and head back up. Okay, Spikoon. Okay, we got some sludge. We got some sword stance. Okay, well, obviously our poor Violu ain't gonna do diddly here against the Spikecoon, because it won't resist everything we throw at it.
I want to be wined and dined at 69.
Oh.
Nice.
Metaphorically 69.
Yeah, metaphorically. Get your mind.
Perverts.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, you perverts. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that I had that set up as my 69 biddy redeem. Honestly, I can't even remember what all the different biddy redeems that I have set up, because arguably biddy redeems have kind of gone to the wayside. No new ones, but my werewolf character that I made on stream is getting pretty wild. Ooh, werewolf getting wild? Who would have guessed? Mushroom Bog. Okay, well, this is... And there's another... Oh my god, what in the world's going on here? Good off with the 5-stream streak, tickling the Psyduck! Oh my lord. Omnisect? Omnisect? As much as I want to try and hit this with a move, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that it is probably going to use a psychic move, and it's gonna hurt like a small bitch.
Patrick, I thought of something funnier than 24. Maybe you would. 25.
25. I mean, I don't want to honestly hit any of this. Oh, actually, wait, what am I doing? I'll send out Shimmick, and then I can hit Fairy Cry. Which is one of the reasons why we kept Fairy Cry. Okay, Poison Hunter, now you're just being annoying. Hey, we're all still $1,000 in bits, 1 bit at a time. Alright, where does Cutie Cry put us at 16 levels ahead? About half. I can live with that. I can live with that. Pull up the daily quests real quick. Add that in. Babe. Alright, and then... what do we got? Okay, we got plenty of Great Bells, we're fine. Noise. For the record, 2,500 bits is $300, so 1,000 would be about... Is it really? I don't... Are bits, like... It's been a minute since I've actually, like, looked at buying bits. What do we nickname the Omnisect? Which reminds me, we also have to rename the Violu. Man, it's been so long since I bought bits, because I knew that it used to actually be a bit closer, but I know if you try and buy bits on mobile, it's going to be much more expensive than actually buying them straight through Twitch. Because I could have sworn bits used to be like pretty much 1-to-1. Also, I forgot to turn on the lights again. This is what I get for watching wrestling before stream. There's a difference between buying bits and giving them. Oh yeah, I guess that's right. There should be at least some kind of an upcharge, but there's more of an upcharge on mobile. Because once you buy that, like every bit you give is going straight to the streamer instead of it being split with Twitch, because it's split with Twitch when you buy the biddies. We will
I
call.
want to be wined and dined at 69. Metaphorically 69.
Call him Watcher,
Ooh, perverts.
because he's gonna be all seeing. Okay, I was gonna say we got somebody poisoned, right? Antidote. Okay, wasn't trying to get into another battle, but sure, why not? Oh. Doom and gloom. Okay, instead of doom and gloom. Okay, alright, I like that. That's clever. But yeah, no, this Breloom looks like it's in pain. Like, poor bastard. Alright, let's hit Sword Stance. My god. I feel like you're ghost type? Giving 100 bits equals streamer gets $1. If you're going to give 1,000 bits, it's 1,000 times 100. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So it's 100k bits. Let's get out of this mushroom field of just pure poison. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, seriously, let me leave. My god. Just realized that Giovanni 1 fight was nuts because I didn't have the mana I usually use to beat his haunch. Okay. Pokemon should be fine. Yeah, trying to exactly figure out what don't appreciate being paralyzed. Oh yeah, it would actually let me end the pull. Oh god. Oh there. End pull. Because we actually finished. I'll have to actually go into the actual thing here and pull. Appreciate everybody who took the time to vote. Abra is on the team and he will be doing some stabbering because that's what he is. You can't poison me because you already paralyzed me. Get wrecked. Just need something to take the initial fake out, then go Chilling Berry, switch in on another move. It always lives even on a even on a +2 body slam. God damn. Okay, what in the world? Like, is this just the area of just instant encounters? Okay, at least this mushroom shouldn't be poisoning anybody. I don't want to get out of here, chat. I want to get out of here. Good to know hair cost consistently beats his palm, though. Yeah, that's definitely always good, which I can't say is a huge surprise. Of 500 BST Pokemon. Oh yeah, training. Duh. We'll do that in kill. But yeah, 500 BST Pokemon, stab, fighting move, and obviously Heracross is going to have a rather high attack stat, especially with, I can imagine that you probably have taken the time to give it the okay, I don't like the fact that this doesn't have a name. Alright, you know what, before we go in, let's just heal up real quick, because I don't feel like running back to actually, you know, to heal up. We'll just do it live. No need for... I'm assuming by that point you can have whatchamacallit, close combat on Heracross. And that should easily make it a... Yep, has close combat. Okay, yeah, then yeah, that's not a big surprise. That's a one shot. And it's not like you'd have to worry about power-up punch from Kangaskhan doing anything crazy. And plus, there's a fair chance that it wouldn't surprise me if Heracross outspeeds Mega Kangaskhan. So you could probably honestly get away with just going in and clicking. See, chat, we didn't even need to take the Pixini. I'm gonna hit it with Aerial Ace once. Okay, maybe we'll do it multiple times. It doesn't. Okay. I mean, can't say I'm too surprised. I mean, when you get a plus 100 for being Mega Evolved, it's gonna end up going something, right? But yeah, then at that point, yeah, it's not like power-up punch is gonna kill Heracross. Alright, cool. Pixini gets to be on the team anyways. Alright, what do we call Pixini? Okay, so it's a fairy noodle. Eventually turns, I'm assuming, into maybe an even bigger fairy noodle. And then maybe after that, an even bigger fairy noodle. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe just, you know, is a fairy. Maybe just ends up looking like a fairy Dragonite. Pixie. I mean, do we just call it Pixie? I mean, I feel like that's probably a little boring. Okay, I could be wrong, but I feel like there was like a TV show that was like Pixie themed that was called Winx or something like that. We're gonna go Winx. I could be wrong, but that's what we're going with for right now. Alright, real quick, let's just use a potion, because if we're gonna be running into a bunch of Pixinis, I could literally just hit Sludge or whatever poison move our little buddy has. Okay, yeah, this is literally just a Pixini cave. Yeah. One stab Sludge. Yeah. Okay. Ew, only 90. Oh, I was gonna say only 95. What are we doing here? Okay, we get Stabra evolving. All right, if anybody missed us seeing the other Stabra. Wait, does it really just stay Stabra? Did they really? I can't wait. Wait, did they really just call this Stabra or Stadabra? Katabra. Okay, Stabra to Katabra. Okay. Learning knockoff. Okay. All right, what kind of knockoff is this? Because sometimes knockoff. Okay, seriously, just take my up press. This is a solid knockoff. Stab 65 hour. Okay, and ooh, yeah, you are a physical attacker in this version. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, anything else going on in this cave? Also, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna speed this up real quick because. Okay, yeah, literally, this cave is just here to farm Pixinis. Alright, also, now that you actually have a move, I will take that. And I will give you some cool-ass sunglasses. Oh my god. Okay, I'm literally just gonna leave because there's literally like it just seems like it's just like, hey, you know what? Instant encounter, no matter what you do. Did the Kalkin even with +2 even if body slam high roll crits? It's only 43% chance to kill combined with power up punch. Wait, never mind, I'm dumb. It was factoring the +2 with power punch. Okay, yeah, seriously. I gotta say this area is cursed and I hate it. I hate it so much. So when you say the +2 with power up punch, are you talking like you just assumed that the power up punch was +2 when you were calculating it? When in all technicality, the first one would be +0, the second one would be what, the 30% plus the initial +1. Yeah, +2 when calculating. Okay, so yeah, so it would even do even less overall damage. I was gonna say, and I don't think the Mega Kangaskong ability can that the second hit technically crit. I can't imagine that they would have that set up, right? Oh, also I think we can just go backwards because we don't actually need to go the other way. Oh wait, crit? No idea. I'm gonna imagine that the second one probably can't crit. I feel like that'd be like already being able to essentially get a free second hit with all of like the chances to like status effect, boost boost stats, lower stats, yada yada yada. I feel like it also being able to crit on top of that could probably arguably be kind of just kind of garbage to deal with. I know it can drop defenses via crunch. Yeah, so like obviously like especially with the fact that power up punch clearly still affects it. I'm assuming like if it were to hit body slam, if the first body slam didn't paralyze, you would still get the same chance of paralyzing on the second one. It's just I don't know if they would also go, you know what? It's like we already giving you a extra what? Again, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's like 30% damage from the ability itself. It's like, but to also give it a chance to crit on top of that would kind of be insane. Okay, we did catch something up top here, right? Oh yeah, this is where we caught the Vulpix, if I remember correctly. Slow down here. Alright, so let's at least go up through here and see what's going on here. Why do you think I think Giovanni 1 is such a badly designed? Again, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a badly designed fight. I think it's just an insane an insane spike in difficulty. Like, I definitely feel like they should... Jesus. I feel like they should, probably save the Mega Kangaskhan for at least Silpho. Like, him already just using a Mega at that point feels kinda shit. Nothing you can get at that point matches Kangaskhan in power. Oh. There's nobody here. Okay, I can actually boot up the PC. Alright, I'm gonna go heal, and then I guess we're gonna explore the abandoned Pokemon Center, because, I have concerns. Mega Kangaskhan. Yeah, no, I know that's what you meant. It's like... But, like, clearly, like, you said it yourself that... you can essentially no-brain it with Heracross, which clearly you can get. So, you clearly have an option for Mega Kangaskhan. Again, it's one of those things where... it's like, probably shouldn't have access to that right then and there, but that's just me. Depending on how many bits a viewer buys, Twitch keeps anywhere from 18 to 28%. Jesus. Twitch does not take any share of the bits when they're given, only when they're bought. So if you're aiming to give the streamer a certain amount of money in bits, you should only base it on the amount of bits given, not the amount of amount you purchased for them. Yeah. Yeah, but no braining it requires a chillin' berry and then something else to taking the fake out. I mean, again, if you're playing Radical Red, odds are you're, especially if you get up to that point, you're probably generally expecting something along those lines, and you probably have, like, an overall plan for that. And odds are most people who are taking the time to actually Nuzlocke it are 100% generally paired for it. And if you're not doing a Nuzlocke, then arguably, like, you go in once, you go, oh, hey, this is some BS. It's like, I wonder what's going on. Oh, God, what in the world's going on here? My point is, nothing full-on 1v1's King of Kong as far as I can tell. And again, like, if you're Nuzlocking it, it was like, ooh, okay, so interaction here. Hey, we get some drugs, guys. Free drugs, free drugs, free drugs. I'm not gonna deal with that. Ooh, kind of close there. My God. But yeah, I would arguably say, like, most things, especially once you get to a certain point in Radical Red, you are not you're not necessarily 1v1ing a boss trainer's ace. You have to do some kind of shenanigans to actually make it work. Also, hi, I'm Godok. Sometimes I hyper-focus on researching and explaining things. And that's why I love you, Godok. Definitely feel like if I weren't playing on minimal grinding mode, there are some boxes that can't just beat Giovanni 1. Medicine Pokemon Pharmagon are experimental medicines Pokemon that constantly being tested. Okay. What do we call the drugs? God. How do you spell Heisenberg? Because I feel like I can spell it into my head, but I'm... Hold on, bring it back. My brain went on autopilot, and when I hear Berg, I immediately go B-U-R-G. For example, I tested with Heracross with 15 IVs and everything, and with Power Punch Chip, Crit, Body Slam just kills everything, and even with the chilling. Like, I'm definitely not disagreeing in the fact that clearly when it comes to... Ooh. Okay. Metorochi? Okay, clearly Metroid reference. Absolutely love that. But what is this spawn based off of? Like, I'm looking at it, it's not like immediately ringing in my head. So it's definitely the chi part, right? My first thought is Jirachi, but is that really what it is? I honestly can't think of what else it could be. Because Metroid, it's like, so that's chi. Like, I'm gonna assume it's Jirachi. That being said, I don't know what typing is. By the way, that's without EVs factored in. Cosmic power. Cool. Okay, not sure if the crit mattered or not, but here we are. Just out of... Just in case. Just in case. Okay, all the way back. Oh. Okay. Do you guys want to do the Deoxys puzzle? Alright, I'm gonna save here because I honestly don't know how strong Deoxys is gonna be. If it's anything like it was in Recharged Emerald, it should only be like level 30, so this might actually work out for us. Okay, didn't work out. Yeah, because then I come up and do that, and then I can come over here, least amount of steps that. Okay, that's probably gonna reset it. Yep, okay, so I gotta here, 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 here. Oh, I should have went up. Actually, wait, can I just do this? Yes, cool. Yeah, so then here, to here, to here. That might be it. Cool puzzle concept. Yeah, like, the first time I was trying to do it, I didn't understand it in the slightest. I was like, it feels random on what it wants you to do, but after I looked up, like, okay, what does it want from me, I was like, oh, okay, well, that kind of makes sense, and it's interesting to say the least. 24-hour stream gonna be... Yeah, you're like about halfway through, your gameplay is gonna start sucking. Also, Bioxys? Bioxys? You know what? Congratulations, Deoxys. Congratulations on coming out. Proud of you. Sludge? Okay, sludge v sludge. Okay. Oh, it's like I understand Deoxys is like. All right. How do I want to do this? All right. Shimmick, go out. Also has Aura Sphere. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna try a Cutie Cry. Oh, don't use Toxic. That's just rude. Poison Fairy? No idea. Definitely seems like it's Poison bare minimum. Not very effective, yeah. Alright, first things first, we have to get rid of the Toxic. There's just no way. Alright, as much as I want to hit Air Cutter, I don't want to kill this thing. I want to actually have a chance. Okay, it's at least in the red. Alright, I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to hit a Super Potion. Make sure we're set. Okay, Toxic is annoying. Most likely Poison Fairy because it's not poison fighting, otherwise Cutie Cry would have been neutral. That is true. There's also a fair chance that it might just be pure... It might just be pure poison. But we will find out together. Okay, not poison. Okay, perfect. Only thing I could technically put a status on it would be Pugmug's Body Slam, and that ain't gonna happen unless this thing happens to have Recover, and even then I think a stab Body Slam from Pugmug might actually kill it. You know what? Nest Ball. Get nested. Holy fuck, that worked. You know what? I'll take it. I will take it. First try. Let's go. Bioxys, hospital Pokemon. Sure. Bioxys used to help people and Pokemon around the world. Sometimes changed within it. Something changed within it, turning it evil.
Who wants some noodles?
We're gonna call it healthcare because it turned evil. Okay, cool. Let's head back. Let's head back and let's see what healthcare's got going for it. That was a fun little thing that I was not expecting. Oh, actually, real quick, I could just check here. We got it. This is still technically a Pokemon Center. Let's find out to the music for a bit. Okay. Let's see. And also to the gameplay suffering. Nah, my gameplay didn't suffer in Monster Hunter Wilds despite me streaming for 24 hours. In fact, I beat the story in that stream. Alright, let's see. Ooh, it has a Moonstone, so that probably means it evolves via Moonstone. Okay, normal question marks. Okay, I mean that's fair for being drugs. Psybeam, Facade, Confuse Ray, Confusion. Okay, fair enough. All right, and everyone on everyone's mind, what typing is healthcare? Healthcare is very poison. Very nice. Good call on your part, Dr. Masochist. Has pressure, no surprise. Ooh, -2 attack. That's kind of sad because it would easily be a whatchamacallit? Split attacker. Toxic Sludge, Drain Punch. Why does it have fighting moves? It having fighting moves feels so weird. Definitely did in Silksong, but to be fair, that game's actually hard. I mean, who knows? Like, maybe this game's gonna be hard. And if it's pure poison, Cutie Fly would have been resist. I mean, it did resist. Like, I get what you're trying to say. So, it was obviously not part fighting, but yeah. Don't die? No promises. All right, so we have some interesting choices. Oh yeah, what is your deal? Oh, I can understand. So yeah, if they're gonna, I'm assuming pretty much every one of these is going to have mushrooms on them. So there's a place. I understand now why they have the mushroom field. It's so you can farm up mushrooms to give to what's her face to have her teach you things. Okay. So this would actually be pretty good for Koga if I want to really lean into dealing with Koga. Which probably. Well, we'll figure it out. And if you let any mons die, I will see you using Batman as my alert. I mean, that's what you want to do. I don't think it'll do you any good. Okay, well that was a happy little thing that I was not expecting. Okay, that being said, let us in fact go heal up real quick. And then we can continue exploring Route 7 because that was already more than what I was expecting. Okay, so with that being the case, probably gonna make it through Pokemon Tower, maybe make it through Cycle Road. Probably will have to do some general off-stream grinding. Hopefully I actually remember to do some off-stream grinding this time. Just to get the rest of the team caught up. So, oh, I was about to say, what? Sableye. We've seen this before. I was like, what in the world's a Sabaroach? Oh, don't use that attack. Would you be more effective up going against Phoenix Wright and his power of bullshitting his way through everything, or Batman with his intellect? I would say it depends on what's more I'm looking for? Prep time. Because if it comes down to prep time, Batman always wins. Yeah, but Phoenix Wright can bullshit his way through everything. And I'm pretty certain that he can't bullshit his way through the Batman prep time. But yeah, alert. Alright. You do what you gotta go do. I'll be very interested to see what Violu, like if it evolves like via level or, because I can't imagine it's gonna be friendship, right? You got a little villain mon. It can't be friendship. So it's got to be by level, or if they happen to have added in like all the stones, because as of right now we only have. We got Moonstone, doesn't work on anybody that we have. We have Thunderstones, obviously not. Firestone? I would be like, that'd be silly. Waterstone? Nope, wouldn't make any sense either. And then finally, Leafstone. Yeah, of course that's not gonna work on anybody. how strong are you? 3 with a Smoggle. 26, okay. Not necessarily great here, but last Smoggle we ran into wasn't anything too crazy. Yeah, we'll Sword Stance because we know Sludge ain't gonna do us any good. Alright, Viola? Oh yeah, we need to come up with a nickname for Viola. Alright, we should be fine. We're outspeeding him anyways. At the very least, we're sitting at a +2. We can't miss. Bell shoot. Okay, yeah. As much as I feel, you know, fairly confident that Violu could probably kill Bellshoot here, I'm not going to take the chance. Will-O-Wisp. Okay, well that's good. Let's go for the Body Slide. Fire Spin. Yeah, I would not have been very worried about Fire Spin hitting Violu. Yeah, we probably could have easily taken out Violu. Prongish. I know we've seen Prongish before. Let's at least throw out Katabra, so we can get some extra XP going for the little bugger. Pokemon. Pugmug goes back out. Flash Cannon. Special, not my specialty. Can't have that going down. Kind of need that. Alright. Okay, you do want to fight. Oh, there's literally nothing else up here. Okay, interesting. I guess I can't be that surprised, especially with the fact that Deoxys was lining up here. Oh my god, Nutscrack? Oh my god, it's a little Nutcracker man. Which is kind of scary, seeing as how he came from a nut. Alright, based on the name Nuzcrack, I'm gonna assume that's part electric type? Okay, maybe it's a fighting type. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go Dragon Pulse, because I don't feel like having my fire type move be reduced. Vulgaril. We know what Vulgaril is. We'll put out Katabra and we'll do a switcheroo. I'll be very interested to see what like Alakazam's gonna be. I'm gonna immediately assume, like I'm predicting right now, Slashakazam. And it's gonna have a giant katana. Nah, it's probably gonna dual wield katanas, let's be real. Alright, 37 for the Shim. 17 for Katabra. Harvest. If it wasn't for the fact that Dark Poison, yeah. As much as I would love to send out Violu to take this out, because honestly it should do generally fine, I'm not taking the chance because Farvest is clearly going to be built different. Because, yeah, any fighting move it has is going to be neutral thanks to poison. Get flame bodied. I just know with how much attack this little guy is going to have, it's going to end up really hurting Violu, and it's not going to make me a happy camper. Because I definitely want to see what Violu ends up turning into. Which, by the way, anybody in chat, if you have a good nickname for Violu, we need to nickname him. Okay, really? Is there really nothing up here? Huh. There's nothing up here. Kind of, that honestly just feels odd. I feel like there should be something up there, like a hidden item. Oh, cool, you have run like nice. What's Violu's deal? Okay, so it is a dark poison type, and it is generally like the way it's designed is it is a villain. I'm thinking of like obviously naming it after a villain in general. It's just what villain to name him after. Ooh, oh god, what is the one villain's name from, Into the Spider-Verse, Miles' uncle? Because he has, like, the same color scheme. Oh, I should know this. Okay, Miles Morales. Uncle. Prowler. That's it. Okay. We will nickname him Prowler for now. Based on villain, based on color scheme. I feel like that fits pretty darn well, if you ask me. Okay, so we've done all that. I don't think there's anywhere else that I've... Ooh, actually, wait, hold on. Ooh, do I cut on anybody? I don't... Oh, wait, am I gonna need cut? Oh lord, what have they done? Oh, right, we still need to do that. Double battle up there. Route 16. Alright. Let's possibly go for a double switch on the double battle. Before we get our encounter for Route 16, let's go grab what's it called? Fly. Okay, the Nil Tank, we've seen this before, but Skepsicle? Or Skipsicle? Like, honestly, what wonderful pairing right here. It's like, it's fun, it's different. Yeah, we'll go Mermaid Man. One's ice cream, one's a popsicle. Also, I don't think we've actually seen any of the Hot Pip line yet. dropping our speed. That's generally fine, not a big deal. Alright, we will do that. And we'll liquidate into that. We knew Ice Ball was coming, which is fine. Okay, Skip School has Water Absorb. That's interesting. Okay, honestly rude that you also have as in Lean. Critical hit. I don't think that mattered, but who knows. Alright, I am going to play it safe, assuming that you're gonna hit whatchamacallit again? Honestly, what I probably should have done is I should have hit Searing Shot with, or Searing Slam with Chili and then healed off of Mermaid Man, but right here. No, not trying to do that again. Searing Slam, that's what's called. Mermaid Man still faster, let's go. Kadabra hits 18. How'd you get in? Good. Okay. Okay, still Route 6. Okay, nothing seeming to be hiding over here, but interesting that there's so many bits of grass. Okay, so we can now fly. That being said, do we even have anyone that can... Arguably, we don't have anyone that should be able to learn fly. If I had to guess at the very least. I'd be surprised if anything here can learn fly, so... we'll probably want to figure out something with that. Ooh! Trapiston? Trapiston? It's a little wheelie trappage. I'm gonna assume you're part steel, but let's find out for sure. Look at that, it's part steel. Who would have guessed? Okay. Gyro spin. Honestly, solid damage. I do not want to deal with that, to be honest. Pug Mug, one of our better bets. Okay. Stab, Body Slam, but resisted. I mean, I guess I can take the chance, but with that being said, let's try Great Ball first. I'm definitely not hitting with Dig. Dig will kill it for sure. Ooh, maybe Ice Fang? Because it should resist Ice Fang too, right? There we go. Okay, yeah, if I would have hit it with a stab body slam, that probably would have been too much. Ice Fang was the right call. Street Pokemon. Trapiston are slow and feel much like... Wait, leather? Why would it feel like leather? Whatever. This makes them excellent rides for children. Alright, Trapiston. You know what? We will just be lazy, and we'll call him F1 for now. Again, as always, if you have a better nickname, feel free to let me know. We can literally change the nicknames at any time. Alright, I'm gonna go heal up. Gonna double check to see what Trapiston's deal is. See if it is pure steel. Because I do feel like I want to get kind of silly with our team at some point. Like, I feel like we're kind of at the point where we don't need to specifically build teams. You also have black glasses. Why do so many things have black glasses? Okay, you're pure steel. You have runaway, which not a huge surprise. Very fast. Got some okay attack. Gyro spin, and then, okay. An attack that frees the user from, okay. I thought gyro spin, I mean, granted, obviously this game changes a bunch of things. I thought gyro spin was the one where, like, depending on the speed differences, how much power it did. But I mean, honestly, just a stab 50 power move, that also helps get rid of things. That's pretty good.
Ready to roll out!
It is very much ready to roll out. But yeah, see, Prowler and Kadabra are specifically here for Sabrina. Chili also here for Sabrina. Mermaid Man also can be here for Sabrina. Shimmick and Pugmug are for Koga very specifically. I might need to pull something else out specifically for Koga, but I'll worry about that later. Alright, Saffron. There's one thing that I do want to do while we're here, and it's talk to this guy. So now if we want to teach anybody Psychic, we can just do so for free. I'll worry about whatever's left in Saffron after. And then we've already done all this. We can speed through running through all the shenanigans. We're healed up, right? Okay, we can keep... Actually, do we have any TMs that I can use? Water Pulse, Recover, Ancient Power, Dazzling Gleam. Giga, Smart Strike. Ooh, Smart Strike would be good for the Trap Pinch we just picked up. Ooh, Stab Tri-Attack on... Actually, would that still be... Would that be Stab, technically? Ooh, Thief for 70 power? Alright, well, let's teach Thief on Prowler and Kadabra. Alright, so Sword Stance... Okay, that's... Okay, so... Having both of these is clearly... Like, do we want to be a physical attacker or a special attacker? Because honestly, I think having both might be a little bit crazy. That being said, we get rid of Aerial Ace because it's not stab. We put Thief there. That's what we pair with Sword Stance. We keep whatever poison move because I'm assuming we're eventually going to learn Sludge Bomb. And then we can have that for Nasty Plot. You know what? Yeah, let's go with that. I don't think our little buddy here needs to essentially reinvent the wheel. It's pretty much go in, hit your setup move for what we're trying to do, and then go from there. Oh wait, we wanted to also teach Thief to Kadabra. Because having Stab Thief and with it being a physical attacker, that's just going to be really good. Alright, I will just have to try and remember not to murder the first... Oh! Okay, if we're allowed to catch this, I'm assuming we should be able to. Oh! Blitowak. Okay, so we're going into this already. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm gonna hit... Okay. Should have hit... I knew I should have just hit, My word. Resisted. So you're just a dark type then. I don't have anything specifically set up to deal with dark type. So Chili, get out there. Okay, just have a dragon type move on. And our attacks. Goddamn. And you resist that too? Are you telling me you're a dark dragon? That's the only thing I can think of is you're gonna be a dark dragon. Yeah, I was gonna say, luckily with you being burnt, you ain't gonna do shit to me. Oh, I should have hit Blizzard. Okay, you have to, yeah, you're 100% part dragon. I'm assuming it wouldn't have let me catch that. Because normally you can't catch the... Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go heal up. I was not expecting to do that fight right there, so did they just do that early so we could just be done and over with it? Or did they just reduce what all is going to be in the Pokemon Tower? Darkon? Yeah, 100% Darkon. Okay, yeah, no, everything still seems the same, so... Yes, let's see what Ghostmons lurk up in here. Needle. Oh my. Actually, I feel like we've seen this before, haven't we? 32. Alright, might be a bit of a gamble, but I should have just hit, I should have just hit the thing. Alright. 5 levels ahead plus belly drum. Nope, not gonna deal with that. Nope. Oh, and into charm? Interesting. Back-to-back charms. So obviously Searing Slam probably not gonna kill. At a -4. Yeah, that did nothing. Oh. Probably should just hit crunch. What am I doing? Hi-ya! Oh, right. Belly drum. Duh. I was like, wait, why did that do so much? Belly drum. That's fine. AlteRed trying to learn Aura Sphere. Again, Aura Sphere, very cool move. It not being stabbed kind of takes away from it. I'm gonna go ahead and say, nah, I'm good. Escape rope. Okay. Well, let's go at... Okay, our first encounter. Oh, okay. Sinistale. Okay, I'm gonna go for Sludge, because it should resist. Right, just pure dark. Alright, so we get one shot at this, chat. Can we get revenge for our Volbex? Boom! Alright, good stuff. Spiteful Pokemon. Their hearts are corrupt with disdain. Not a soul has ever managed to kill a Sinistale. Okay. Again, as always, if you have a better nickname, let me know. Otherwise, I either A, go immediately with whatever's in my brain, and so that way we can keep moving on. Because my brain usually gets distracted enough as is, and then stream gets slowed down because of it. as a quick reminder, if you're watching over on YouTube, if you're enjoying the content, definitely drop a like, definitely drop the sub so that you can see more of my Pokemon content. I do a majority of my content as Pokemon content. If you especially like fan-made games, August 15th, if you've been following it on Twitter, Gamma Emerald, it should be coming out in early access. And I plan on doing a stream that day. I normally stream on Saturdays, so doing it just for y'all. And by doing it just for y'all, I mean I'm using it as an excuse to play because I actually really want to play because it looked good. Soul Steel. I was gonna say, once Prowler gets a little bit stronger. That being said, Mon already in here being level 31 kind of makes me think I need to be level 35 for... okay. Well, at the very least, we've already seen it try and... I was gonna say run a belly drum on the plus for not very effective. I mean, granted, the 5 levels ahead. I know I could probably kill it, but I do not want to lose our Prowler here. Yeah, I was gonna say, knowing my luck, it's gonna hit Hex again, and there's a chance it won't crit. I just need to remind myself to buy more super potions and whatnot later. Luckily, they're rather cheap in this ROM hack, which is nice. And it's just easier to do it this way than having to worry about just running and healing somewhere. Necrid and Camprid? Oh my word. What in the world am I looking at? So clearly Camprid is Krampus instead of Delibird being like Santa, which I don't feel like it looks like Krampus. I feel like it looks more like the Joker. Like, I get what you're going for, but I don't think that's quite there for what you're going for specifically. And Necrid? Like, I enjoy the design. It looks like a goofy little bastard. Alright, I'm gonna thief you, assuming that you are in fact a ghost. And I'm gonna send out... Of course. Of course. Alright, gotta get rid of the Camprid as soon as possible. Which, that's probably gonna kill, right? Yep, of course it is. It's freaking spell tag. I mean, in my defense, I also didn't know that this was going to be a double battle. Neutral damage. Okay, so there was no way we were gonna kill it in one shot. Poor Stabra. I'm gonna try for Sludge, and then we're gonna... You know, let's go for Blizzard. Because if I can hit them both... Neutral damage. Pretty good. Ooh, and Frozen on the Camprid. Nice. Neutral damage on Sludge as well. Okay, I can live with that. And then Fire Punch means nothing. I will say I do kind of hate that some of the battles are randomly double battles and you have like no idea that they're going to be double battles. Like obviously we would still been in trouble with the Camprid having its spell tag and all that, but still. Alright game, fine. We won't try and do any kind of touch training. I'll do all my training offline and just grind out Pokemon because clearly you don't want me to have fun. The real question is still pure dark, Taunt, Torment. I feel like you didn't learn a damn thing, which makes me worried that you're not going to learn anything else. I don't want to immediately go into the Deoxys because that's just, I feel like that's just like a general cop out. Is there anything? I'm trying to think. Actually, you know what? If we're gonna get ready for Koga, another ground type isn't gonna be bad. Plus, if we can get the Evo for Richter, that would be really cool. I want to see what the ground Ampharos looks like. If it's gonna have 3 heads. At the very least, I feel comfortable enough having Prowler out front. It's at least going to be fairly close in level 9 times out of 10, and I could probably work my way through. Because again, if that was a singles battle, and even if the Delibird ult came out and I wouldn't be able to switch out, I could at least go for Sludge and try and poison it. Oh right, I was like, what in the world is this? It's the Aron. Okay. I can't remember if you're actually ground type. I feel like you are ground type based on the fact that you're made of bones. So I'm gonna swap here. Possibly dragon? Let's go with liquidation, see how hard we hit. Resisted, so you are a dragon. That being said, liquidation pretty missed you pretty good, so. Ooh. Ghost Dragon? That's definitely different. You're not mad about an extra Great Ball. Lesser known? Oh. Instead of it being unknown, it's just lesser known. It's gone up in life. You know what? Good for you, lesser known. My god. Why did that do so much damage? The hell they make this thing out of? Jesus. Okay, that was a crit. I was like, what in the world are we looking at here? Wow, that barely did anything. What is this thing made out of? I'm gonna assume this is one of those question mark types. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Alright, I need to bring in some heavy hitting right now. Okay, so lesser known is kind of insane. Yeah, only thing I can think of is it has to be like the question mark typing. Because that shit was insane. But yeah, back to back, just like insta nukes and that I can't get away from, just kind of wild. I know it's probably a little dangerous, but actually wait. Let's bring Omnisect. Let's also do ourselves a favor. Give Omnisect the XP share and we can just train it up that way. Alright, we will put Richter out front just so we can see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. Oh hey, look, a Stabra. Did that fight. Now the only way we can get another Stabra is either A, we find it somewhere else, or B, it shows up shiny. Which that would be pretty cool. I would like to see what a Stabra looks as shiny. Oh. Okay, this is neat. Sub-Zero Owl? Sub-Zero Owl? Sub-Zero Owl? God, how in the world are you supposed to say that? Either way, very cool design. I like it. That being said, also, you aren't going to be incredibly dangerous for Richter, so no. No. Up? Okay, not the move I was expecting to come out of you. Okay, good. Free big mushroom. Right, let's do this battle, and then we can have. I finally have access to the healing spot. Hypnoplasm. Okay. Oh my word. Like, I thought the Drowsy was awful. This is genuinely worse. Like, I hate this. This is gross. Wow, even with the crit that I killed, that's insane. Okay, well, luckily, Toxic's not gonna matter.
That's nasty.
Yeah, very nasty. Okay, Spore. 40 power stab, 50 power stab, stun Spore, poison powder. Nah, we don't need Spore. Games tag. Spiritoad? Oh, okay, interesting. We haven't seen the Poliwag line in a hot minute, which was Ghost Bug. So this is the Politoad version. Alright, let's try Magnitude, see where we're at. So instead of going full Mantis, it went more Ghost. Yeah, that was only a Maggie 6 anyway, so it's fine. Maggie 8. Close. Please don't have Dream Eater. Jarring Jabs. Okay, only hit 2 times, that's good. As long as it doesn't hit a full 5 with multiple crits, I think we should be fine if it does hit a high amount. So only hitting 2 times. Is drawing jab literally only 2 times, or is it just getting low rolls? Okay, seriously, wake up. That being said, I'm not about to mess around. I'm not losing Richter due to the fact that it just wants to sleep forever. Ooh, Hex would have been bad. I'm glad I switched. Alright, well, at the very least, it's Ghost. Whether it still keeps the bug typing, who knows? Heal up real quick. Snorlaps. Yeah, we've seen you before. Alright, let's take a chance and see if we can't get it confused. So 12 damage twice. Okay. Let's hit a Mud Slap. Lower your accuracy a little bit. See if that helps out. You know what? You hit rest all you want, buddy. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and drop your accuracy a little bit more. That's a -3. I feel pretty good. Now, let's see if we can get some heavy hits in now. Okay, Magnitude 4. Not a heavy hit, buddy. You missed your leech life. Okay, Magnitude 8. Let's see how much damage that does. Not a lot. Okay, can hit more than once. Alright, well, that being said, we're swapping. I'm assuming it is, in fact, a ghost type, so we're going to crunch it. Alright, how good is crunch? Neutral damage. I mean, okay, well, if you're gonna go to sleep anyways. That's why we got this. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up because, you know, obviously being asleep is gonna be randomly annoying. Okay, woke up, that's fine. There we go. 3 Dragon Dances did the trick. Alright, for safety purposes, let's heal again. Nugget. Not mad about that. Never gonna say no to more monies. Ooh, we can even... I mean, that makes sense. Finding Kadabras in here, based on the fact that you can also find Haunters in here. And clearly, Stabra and Kadabra are the replacements for the Ghastlies and the Haunters. Which just makes sense. Let's do this fight. Oh, have we seen this? No, we've seen the Pelipper version of this. Okay. It's funny. Whitening? Someone just out here mispronouncing lightning. I get it. It's fair. Are you part flying? Like immediately, like I was like, I'm not sure what your deal is. I gotta see if you're part lightning or part flying. Ooh, and you got the Omni boost? Gross. Okay, not part flying. Good to know. Ooh, survived on one. That's some nasty work. Mudslap. Omni boost Shadow Ball. Ooh, close. Condentoy? So, Baltoy? Okay. So, what, condensation? Is that what we're going based off of? I'll throw out Shimmick. I'm assuming you're like a water ghost or something. Shadow Ball. Ooh. Was not expecting that. I mean, I guess I should have expected some kind of ghost. That's what I was expecting. Case of Geary. Oh, wait. Why in the world do you have a case of Geary? Like, that's just a normal type, right? That seems like such an odd choice for the team. Huh. Alright, we're gonna speed that up because we're literally gonna come back down here real quick. Heal back up. Alright, then we can slow back down. Okay, what, 2 more battles? Maybe another ghost encounter? Necrobuzz? Oh, okay. Electabuzz. Okay, I'm digging it. There's no way you're still electric in any way, shape, or form. Even though, like, the blue kind of, like, eyebrow thing going on kind of gives off electric vibes. I'm gonna assume Ghost Fire? Because Necro being like Necrosis, Necromancer, all that, and then clearly Fire Belly. God, if we can get Richter here, Earthquake, we're gonna be cooking. Like, obviously we'll get Earthquake from Giovanni, but that's 8th gen. Would I want Iron Defense for anything? Mudshot's nice for dropping speed, Mudslap's nice for dropping accuracy, Water Pulse good for kind of a back... Yeah, no, I don't want Iron Defense. Just Super Potion, get it done out of the way. We got this fight. feel. Oh, interesting. It's a sealed sphere. Now, is it sealing a bunch of, like, maps? Tomes? I don't know what's going on there, but honestly, nice. I like it. It's very interesting. Looks like a little statue. Neutral damage, I can... Ooh. Ooh, you have Eastlands? Alright, let's go for Mud Slap, see if we can't drop that accuracy a little bit. Metronome. Ooh. Secret. I have no idea what that would have done. Epic move? The fuck is that? Okay, water pulse to confuse you. You know what? You know what? I'm good on that. Arena trap. Oh, well then. I guess that really leans into the whole name field, right? Cool, 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 cool. Just take care of that right now. Okay, missing Solar Wind. I'm not mad about that. Come on, big magnitude. Magnitude 10, let's go! Alright, good job, Richter. Dun, dun, dun. And remember, we can always just buy more super potions. They are rather cheap, and I know we've at least picked up one nugget. Speed it up. Another rare candy, not mad about it. Trying to figure out where I want to possibly even use the rare candies at this point. Alright, Team Rocket, what do you got for me? Trapiston. You know what? Perfect. I can live with Trapiston. Trapiston with extreme speed. I thought they were supposed to be slow. Okay, Maggie 8. That's probably enough to kill, right? Stab, super effective. Yeah. That's what I like to see, Richter. Pharmagon. What, your normal question marks? I think we can run it. Popping off agility. Not necessarily. Oof. 95. Mud Slap. Nothing too crazy. A little accuracy drop, always good. Water Pulse to see if we can confuse. No confusion. Alright, one last magnitude. Yep. Yep, that's unfortunate. Casually just waiting until the last attempt to use a stab move. Cool. Man, the Pokemon Tower has not been kind to us whatsoever. We know what Extra Viper is. Right, we'll at least get through all of this. Probably reset the team. Didn't get as far as I would have hoped to get, because obviously things took a little bit longer than expected, especially with the fact that we ran into Deoxys, but We can end up dealing with Cycle Road next week, especially after I get some off-stream grinding done. With everything here also being like level 35, like topping off at, it's making me wonder if I need to go to 40 for Koga. I'm genuinely confused with this pacing. Ooh, Metaclops? Okay. A little less Plague Doctor, but still kind of like that, keeping that general theme. Liquidation U, Psychic U. Okay, not bad. Ooh, a little surprised that the Hazard Duck survived. Oh, poisoned. Boo. Alright, if I remember... Alright. Liquidation should kill, Psychic should kill. I might honestly just look to see what level Koga should be. Because as of right now, I definitely feel like I'm getting like mixed signals on what the leveling should be, and I really don't feel like going into Koga completely unprepared. Because if I go in like 5 levels under, we're probably resetting the run. I really don't feel like dealing with that. Because running into level 30... But that's not what Archer looks like. Okay, Intimidate's not that big of a deal. That's what I like to see. Oh, hitting disable. Penny? Yeah, I'm actually almost done anyways. I can take her out here once I'm done with this fight, because I'm going to be ending anyways. Volbat. Yeah, I'm not worried about Volbat. Even at -1. Luckily, Penny at least waited till I'm almost done shooting. Okay, we can swap off. Let's go Chili. Dropping special attack, not a big deal. Ooh, good crit. That crit probably mattered. Shining Zam? Oh, Shingazam? Like Shing? I understand why it's not Katanas, but I kind of wish it was Katanas. Solid hit. Get out of here. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we'll speed this up because he's just gonna be like, hey, talk to me, I'll give you the Poke Flute. Alright. Alright, everybody. As always, I appreciate you joining me. Twitch, I'm probably just gonna say spread out to the internet with where you want to go. I'm not gonna raid out. I mean, mostly because I gotta go and run Penny Potty. Who do we want to take? Yeah, I think we want to actually take our Trappiston for Koga. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do that, and we'll kind of just go from there. Keep an eye out. I will probably throw together my schedule for essentially this coming week, which starts tomorrow. I'll probably get that thrown together after I take Penny Potty, just because, you know, I have the time and my brain's actually, you know, active and ready to go. But yeah, other than that, as always, if you're new here, definitely hit that sub button over on YouTube. If you're new here on Twitch, hit the follow button. Mondays, we normally do our Souls-like stuff. We're currently working through Lords of the Fallen. Wednesdays, we've been currently working through Divinity, or the Original Sin. After we're done with that, I might do something else, probably Pokemon related. Haven't fully decided yet. We'll just see how it goes. Fridays, I have my Soul Link Shuffler challenge that I've created, where I play through 5 games all at the same time, where I Soul Link between all 5 games. Pretty fun, pretty interesting challenge to say the least. And then obviously today, Sunday, we go through our Nuzlocke of AlteRed, which has been fun so far, which kind of nice that the difficulty kind of spiked up a little bit, because between Surge and Erica, it didn't really feel like it was there. I mean, hell, even with Misty wasn't there. But either way, before I get too rambly, because I gotta take a Penny Potty, thank you all for joining me. Really do appreciate it, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one.